Race number 2, we had 15 to talk about in race number 1 and waffled on. Didn't really say much, but we waffled on. Now we'll go to race number 2. 7 runners. How do I phrase this nicely? Fields aren't that good this week.
No.
I'll phrase it like that. The races are very...
It can be very easy picking them all, very hard.
Somebody phoned me earlier and said, what do you think of the racing in JEBEL this week? And I said, honestly, I think most races there's 2 horses or 3 maximum in there, apart from the first.
Sure.
So I'm going to tell you the 3 I like, and then I'm going to let you cut me to shreds. Al Razi, he could have run in the other one off top weight. They've got him here off 53, which I think is very clever. Richie Mullen on board. He knows how to ride this horse, knows how to win on it. Definitely going to be in with a shout. The extra furlong will suit Oasis Dancer, who finished very well last time behind Muyurab, who is different quality. There were some nice horses behind him there. His form's been a bit on and off, but I think that last race would have brought him on, and I think 14 will suit him better. Could go close. I tipped him last time, only to find out afterwards when I spoke to the yard that he'd had a little setback. So they were a bit worried by having the run and thought we'd bring him on. Gold Pearl. They're my 3. Rip me to shreds.
Yeah, I like Gold Pearl. He ran all right behind Encipher. Again, there's another form line behind Encipher. Al Razi really runs races most of the time, so just hasn't troubled the judge for first place for a while. But
he's a bit of a dog at the end, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but he's still, he's a horse that earns money, if you put it that way.
And if you go back behind its form, he was only 2.5 lengths behind Muyurab, who we just spoke about, which is quality form.
Yeah, that's a good run. So again, I've got down to Oasis Dancer, Gold Pearl and Al Razi, like you have. Oasis Dancer, I thought, really improved from his first run. The distance, like you say, suited him better, and you could have hit the nail on the head here. 1400, he could go even closer. He ran over 1400 last year and ran a great race when Paul Hannigan rode him, and Patrick Dobbs sort of knows him now, and I think he'll go very close. I've actually tipped him for this race.
Well, if you look at last year when he was just behind Forget, who is a great horse at the track, over this distance, he's £9 down. That's a big lump of weight. My only thing that worries me, and it's a big thing with me, until horses have actually won at JEBEL, I'm always a bit dubious about tipping them.
True.
Because that's why I'm never good in the maidens. It's just one of those things that sometimes that hill can be a bit daunting. And if there's something in the race that likes the hill, you kind of edge towards that. So, although I think Oasis Dancer's got a big chance, and I'd love it to win for the owner and trainer, obviously, I've got a feeling the 3 kilos, again, we keep mentioning the 3 kilos, Gold Pearl carrying 53.5. He'll probably carry 54 because I think that's the lowest mark can do.
That's right.
But Gold Pearl carrying 54, getting 2.5 kilos off.
Just to go off that, what do you think of Druba's Kesra? Taho Shea, like I say, he's not riding this and that, but he's got a ride for Druba there, where Thomas Brown would have took.
Thomas Brown can only do 54.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he would have took half off, wouldn't he?
No, actually, I think Thomas Brown can only do 55.
Oh, right. Well,
I remember having this conversation with Hillary at the start of the year about an apprentice that can do a big weight.
So you just count that one just because that's a spare ride you've got.
Yeah, and I think Ty's got a spare ride. I don't think James Dahl's here this week. So. I think you've gone with a jockey that can do the weight there, and obviously Ty's on fire at the moment, so it's not a bad jockey booking. But I'm going to go with Gold Pearl.
Well, I'll give the alternative Oasis Dancer.
If you're right, I won't be too disappointed for once. That's race number 2.